It's the first rung of the ladder towards motorsport's highest level. From Formula One to supercars, IndyCar to Le Mans, the common thread in every top-level circuit racing championship across the globe is that everybody starts in karts. We're at Deals Road, Clayton, and the Oakleigh Kart Club's premier competition for young drivers. It's the annual Focus on Furniture Junior Top Guns meeting. And rest assured, somewhere on the track tonight will be a future Jamie Whincup, Mark Webber or Daniel Ricciardo. Stay tuned, the action starts now. And the karts are already out onto the track for the finals of KA4. This is the C&D final, and the cars are forming up already. Riley George is on pole position. Joshua King is in second place from Jensen Skivvy and Ruby Gibson. And joining me in commentary once again, it's Craig Latigo. And Doc, we're getting ready to race.
Oh, we're absolutely racing right now, and what a cracking start. These kids are just straight out of the blocks and gung-ho already. I mean, they won't hit their peak until about the middle of the race with these best laps, but they'll be certainly warming their tyres up and not afraid to...
Oh, there's a touch there.
Yep.
Didn't see that. I think that might have been Cooper that was involved in that, but I didn't see who he's hit there. But a couple of people have gone out, so
they're all trying to go three wide, I think, but they just all squeezed themselves, I think.
Yeah, got through the first corners okay, but leading out at the moment is Riley George. He's out in front of, I think that's Joshua King, and then Teleskivvy is in third place at the moment as they come round for the first time. There's Cooper there in kart number 13, so he survived.
Yeah, they all survived. I think they've all got their act together again and managed to do a U-bolt and get back on the track and hit the tarmac with all guns blazing. These little things actually fly along pretty quickly, Brett. It's deceiving sometimes when you're watching them on TV compared to actually being at the track and getting the atmosphere from them.
They are so fast through the corners, and they are very, very hard to keep track of with a camera, I can tell you, when you haven't done it for a while, as you can probably see on some of these shots. But as you can see, going down into the hairpin there, it's still Riley George ahead of King and Teleskivvy.
It is, and there's a few more other competitors out there. I think it's a total of 9 in this field, so they tend to spread out a little bit as the race goes on, but when they get up to speed, there's some hotly contested battles that you'll see throughout the show tonight and the next couple of weeks.
And I think there's a pass there. I think so, just trying to check on who's gone through under Cooper, but Cooper's gone back underneath that kart again, so...
The classic undercut, Brett.
That was the classic undercut, and so Cooper's back into that fourth position. There he is there.
You cross me and I'll cross you. And look, I was looking at the track a little bit earlier when we first got there, and some of the corners are probably in the middle of the track, which are great for passing. So not necessarily on the straight. It's got a great big long front straight at the checkered flag area and the starting grid. Another flow across the back straight, and then a side straight. So the passing manoeuvres are probably best executed in the middle of the track.
The thing is with this track is there's also a few elevation changes. I mean, it's no Mount Panorama, but there is a bit of undulation there, so it's a lovely little track to run. And then there's Cooper, and then kart number 14, which is Zachary Borabon, and Borabon goes down the inside under Cooper. And Cooper manages to hold out. So Cooper manages to keep in front of Borabon then. Just behind them is, that's kart 40... No, it's not 42. Yes, Jasper Frith. Jasper Frith, who's come from the rear of the grid.
Yep, he's fighting them out tooth and nail with the rest of the gang there. And look, it's as he was just saying though.
Oh, Borabon's just gone through on Cooper again, but here comes Cooper on the inside, and he's gone back in front again. And here comes Frith.
Oh, slice and dice. And look, this is just a plain old dogfight, just a straightforward shootout between three of them at the moment. And hopefully they all keep it on the tarmac on the black bitumen, and they look like it's just going to keep on going for the rest of this race. It's great entertainment.
Yeah, so Frith. So unfortunately for Borabon, he managed to get up to fourth, and now he's dropped back not just to fifth, but also to sixth. So Borabon is now in pursuit of Cooper.
And that's what usually happens when those things, you try and make a move on someone, you drop 2 places back in the, as a consequence, unfortunately. But look, there's plenty of laps. It's a 14-lap race here. As Brett just said before, it's a great little track, just under 900, almost a kilometre here, a bit under 900 metres. And these things are flying, absolutely flying down the straights there, over 60 kilometres an hour. You wouldn't believe it just watching them on TV.
As you can see them coming round the back there, this is our battle for second place at the moment between He King and Teleskivy.
Riley George has done the Harold Halter. He's bolted out there, I think, there.
He's in a nice comfortable position now. I mean, he can just concentrate on driving his race and taking the lines he wants to take, whereas He King and Teleskivy, I mean, they've got to look after battling each other. But right now there's a bit of a gap, fourth, third place now, so they're sort of settled down, and then there's a long gap back to that battle involving Cooper, Borabon and Frith.
Yeah, slowing each other down there fourth onwards, as well as they do when you're usually trying to cut each other up there. So, yeah, Riley George out there in the fresh air. Don't have to worry. They do look over their shoulders here in the tighter corners just to see what sort of gap they've got between some of the other competitors. But these two, it's going to go down to the wire, I think, for second and third here. And probably the last chance for a passing opportunity would be just before the last corner, before the last straight, I'd say.
Seems to be on the inside that they're getting nobody coming up the inside here, although a bit of a look there by Teleskivy as he looks on to try and find a way past He King. But once again, Joshua is in front and has stayed in front. So about a kart length between them, or half a kart length between them. Riley George a mile in front, and then you can see way back, nobody in the background. We still can't see anybody. There they are there. It's almost half a track distance.
It is daylight, yes, absolutely. Look, probably the first turning chance for cutting each other up here. Probably passing opportunities at turn 3, 4, 6 and 9 when I was having a look, doing a bit of research on the track beforehand. So yeah, really middle of the track type stuff, and you've got to get that the following on. You've got to get that air, don't you?
And Teleskivy goes underneath Lee King. Or He King, sorry.
Yep, definitely. Yeah. King He or He King.
I'm getting my He's and my Lees mixed up at the moment.
That's all right.
No. I think He King has got back in front now, so I think while we were checking on names, I think we've had yet another move there.
Yep.
So that's a seriously good passing manoeuvre there. It's it's Teleskivy in front now in second position. We're going to take a break now on In Pit Lane. We're going to come back with more action from the finals of the KA4 C&D here from Deals Road, Clayton, in just a moment. Don't go away. We'll be back with more action right after this break. Welcome back to Deals Road, Clayton, and the Focus on Furniture Top Gun for 2020. And we can see Riley George is your leader at the moment. He's made a big break over the battling pair of Joshua He King and Jensen Teleskivy. And Teleskivy has moved into second place now just before the break. But there is George. He's in a class of his own at the moment, just romping away from the rest of this field. And there you can see car number 22 is Teleskivy ahead of He King. So great performance there by those two. They've been battling out for the whole of the race, and Daylight is very much in fourth place.
Yeah, we've got Gibson, Cooper, Sacco, Burp, Borabon, Sratiana and Firth all bringing up the rear. So they're finding out for the minors. But look, as you just said, Riley George has just absolutely just thrown the gauntlet down, and fresh air, clean air, and probably not even looking back right now. And as you say, hitting his marks and lines and just hit pedal to the metal.
Started from pole, won the battle into the first corner, and from then on has just been in a class of his own. And there you can see him well out in front at the moment as he heads down towards the hairpin. They go round the hairpin. You can see there's a very tight corner here. They just sweep it through there. Teleskivy still in second place ahead of He King.
Hotly contested second and third though, Brett. We've got He King and Teleskivy. They're just dicing it up all the way through from the start of this race and going hammer and tongue. A bit of slipstreaming going on, which they obviously need, and then they've just got to pick their corners. So it's a great race so far. Keep an eye on second and third. It's a hotly contested smash up right back there, and good clean racing though as well though, Brett.
It has been good, Glenn. We had a bit of a touch at the start, but apart from that, everybody's been pretty good. No problems at all in terms of Riley George, but there you can see that battle, and it looks like Telescivi has managed to make a bit of a break on He Kang. And coming up in fourth place now, as far as I can see, is Jasper Frith, who started from the last position on the grid. So he's got in front of Cooper. In fact, I'm not sure where Cooper has gone at the moment. I can't see him there. So
he's sometimes they just if they do have a mechanical failure, they'll just roll off the track and stay out of the way of the rest of the competitors. That way, it doesn't yellow flag any parts of the track, or it keeps it a green light.
This is a good thing. We've had no yellow flags at this stage, at any stage during this race. So we're going through very, very smoothly at the moment. And you can see nice smooth lines there by Jensen Telescivi. I wonder if he was named after Jensen Button at all.
Yeah, look, there's a very good chance. We've been flicking through some of the names here before we start the commentary today, and there's some budding drivers out there which we all hope will go on and done some cracking race times as they go around this track, and also some father-son rules that might come into play later on down the track.
Yeah, I couldn't see anybody, but if you go back to the times when we used to cover a lot of karting on in pit lane, you go back, I mean, we had Jack Perkins do his first interview, his first race win. We had a 14-year-old guy called Mark Winterbottom. I think he went on to do a few good things over the years.
He would have got a frosty bottom at the Oakleigh during winter, wouldn't he?
He would, no doubt about it, boom. But yeah, he was. This is the thing about karting. You turn up karting. I know that Rod Nash's son was involved in this race. Also, if you have a look at the board, the honour board in at the top of the cafeteria there, lots of familiar names. Tom Randall, our mate Tom Randall, and incidentally, Tom, but we've got a finish there. That snuck up on us quickly, so that was Riley George taking the win. Telescivi has hung on for second, and as you can see, a long, long way back to third place. But yeah, here we go. And that was Jasper Frith.
Yep,
third in that position. So
third was He King as well too.
Yep. So Zachary Borabon was fifth. Josh Sacco was in sixth place. Ruby Gibson finished seventh, and Jet Sriratana finished in eighth place. And we lost Pearson Cooper. So that's the end of the Junior Lights C&D finals.